Live filming camera, a story of a hidden scientist. Mr. Pari was a retired IAS officer and his grandson and granddaughter were in the warmer room. His daughter-in-law cooked in the kitchen. They waited for supper by warming near the heater in the winter. Pari narrated a tale to his grandson and granddaughter. There was a sincere boy. His name was Aswin. He had two friends. One was a girl. Her name was Sakira. His other friend was a boy. His name was Aryan. Sakira and Aryan belonged to a richer family, but Aswin belonged to a poor family. They studied in class 1 in a primary school. At that time there was a scientist. His name was Prithviraj. He worked in London as a scientist. His girlfriend also worked with him. Her name was Sira. One day he talked about a machine to Sira. Prithviraj said, "I want to innovate something that can give us a new life in a new world in a small machine like a time travel machine." Sira denied it and was ridiculous at him. She said, "What the hell are you talking about? I want to marry you in London right now." Prithviraj asked, "Marry you without our parents right now, huh?" Sira said, "Yes." Prithviraj said, "No, no." Sira asked, "What no, no, huh?" Prithviraj said, "I have some work." Sira said, "You're nearly 40 years old, and I'm not 30 years old now. We have lots of money. You can proceed with your work after marriage." Prithviraj said, "I want to marry after this year." Sira ridiculously said, "Look at yourself. You are not a child. We have been in love for 2 years. That's why I told you to marry me." Prithviraj asked, "Can you wait for me for a year only?" The next day Prithviraj saw the wedding ceremony card in his door. Someone gave him, so he broke up with her. He attended her marriage ceremony at night. He thought, "Sira, you deserve it because you never loved me. You only love my status." He came back to India by airplane. At home his parents urged him to marry a woman, but he refused to marry other women. Only he was mad at his research. His parents didn't interfere with him. He established his own laboratory. In his house, he wanted to stay in a place where nobody could reach him easily and hurt forever and ever. So he tried to make a machine in the form of another type of photo camera. He researched about a photo camera and read about the first photo of French inventor Joseph Nikifor Niepce. Joseph Nikifor Niepce invented the first photo camera in 1816. The scientist Prithviraj tested many things in a dark room and mixed silver gelatin emulsion and other chemicals. After 15 years the scientist Prithviraj was successfully completed and his new photo camera was named live filming camera and red colored on it. It was not only a camera but also a machine. Anybody could go into the photo camera with the help of the power of a sensitive ray of live filming camera machine and stay in it forever and ever. Aswin, Sakira and Aryan were around 20 years old. They passed class 12. Aswin, Sakira and Aryan met in a hotel and ate delicious foods together. Sakira said, "I want to study in the USA. My uncle and aunt are also there doing business." Aswin happily said, "That's great." Aryan said, "My parents told me to study in Paris." Aswin happily said, "That's great." Sakira asked, "What about you?" Aswin was silent. He looked down. Sakira and Aryan looked at each other. Aswin looked at them and said, "I study in my country." Sakira and Aryan unanimously and happily said, "That's great." And they were happily having the delicious foods together. After a few weeks, Sakira went to the USA to study continuously. Aryan also went to Sydney to study. Aswin was alone. He studied in his country India. Scientist Prithviraj wanted to test it. He clicked a beautiful lake and uploaded it on social media. He got more likes. I also saw the photo of the lake and clicked on the likes button. He thought, "I got more likes. It's a beautiful lake." He clicked another photo of the lake again and touched the rubbing on the photo camera, but the camera was not working. He was upset and looked at his photo camera. "I'm 50 years old. I have spent many years on this research. I'm tired, so I will travel the whole world for recreation. And I will continue again," he thought and picked up the camera, shaking. The camera started to function while he was shaking. He saw the green light was blinking. He amazingly looked at it and rubbed it on the camera. Suddenly he was pulled by a green ray light into the small camera. After a while he fell down near the lake. He slowly opened his eyes and wonderfully looked around the blue water lake. He rose from the ground and looked around there by stepping. He said, "Wow, the beautiful blue water lake." Then he shouted, "It's working." Then he came out of the photo camera. He traveled to the USA. Sakura was going to her college in New York City. Prithviraj also reached the New York City of USA and took photos of the beautiful city. Sakura was also in the photo of the crowd, while Prithviraj was taking his photo. After a few weeks, Prithviraj traveled to Australia, after USA. Then Paris, Bangkok, Thailand, Japan, Tokyo, and so on. After a year, his girlfriend Sakura came back to India. He was getting sick due to weather change. She was hospitalized. The doctors gave him a prescription. Aswin tried to phone her parents on his mobile phone, but Sakura stopped him. Because her parents refused to love him. She said, "No." Aswin said, "Well, you refused to call your parents. I will buy your medicine." Outside, they didn't have enough money to buy the medicine. Because some dacoits looted the gold chain and bag of Sakura by riding bikes when he took Sakura on foot to hospital through the road. He went to a medical store. But they didn't give him medicine. Fortunately, he met his old friend's medical store, so he credited it, and he gave it to the nurse. The nurse injected the medicine in Sakura. Sakura closed her eyes and relaxed on the hospital bed. Aswin came out of the hospital and went to the dacoits. He saw the dacoits were looting gold chains from a wayfarer woman by riding bikes. The dacoits went to their secret place. Aswin was secretly following them by running on the roofs of the buildings secretly. His girlfriend's gold chain, bag and other goods and money were also extorted, kept in a huge bag. Aswin secretly looked at them. Suddenly he snatched the jewelry bag from the dacoits when they were keeping the bag in front of them and drinking wine. The dacoits angrily shouted and chased him. Aswin took the bag and ran away. So the dacoit leader of the gang wanted to kill him, so he followed him with his gangsters. He shot his gun at Aswin, but Aswin avoided the bullets. He was in an old garbage place. But the dacoits searched for him near the garbage. Suddenly Aswin touched an old photo camera and he rubbed it for cleaning. It was a live filming camera of Prithviraj. Suddenly he was pulled by the green light of the ray into the live filming camera. The dacoits didn't find him in the garbage. They continued searching for him. Aswin fell down on the ground near a beautiful lake. He opened his eyes and said, "Wow, it's a blue water lake." He forgot his sadness while he saw the beautiful place. He was going around there. He had an amazing fact that he was swimming in the lake, but the boundaries of the lake were surrounded by different locations. In the east the lake was surrounded with the hills and north was a black wall with no sky, no land, no water. In the south he reached a beautiful village. But he had doubts about how he entered the village as soon as he was swimming in the lake. He was astounded and looked everywhere there. Dacoits continued searching for Aswin in the garbage. A dacoit found the live filming camera and showed it to other dacoit friends. Suddenly they touched the photo camera and amazingly looked at it one by one. A dacoit wanted to clean it. He said, "It's dirty. I'll clean it." When he rubbed on the live filming camera, they were pulled by the live filming camera. The dacoits amazingly shouted and entered the live filming camera. They fell down on the ground near the beautiful lake. They amazingly looked at the beautiful blue water lake. So they also forgot their tensions and happily murmured, "Wow, it's a beautiful lake. Where are we now?" They saw the footsteps of Aswin on the ground and they followed the footsteps. They were also swimming. They also met the black area. There was no sky, no land other than black. Their hands electrocuted while they touched the black wall. They looked at it awesomely and swam and entered the beautiful village. They also had doubts about how they entered the beautiful village. While swimming in the lake, Aswin sat on a big stone and thought, "I saw a photo like this village on social media before." The dacoits saw him. They were very angry. The leader of the dacoits shot the gun at Aswin and chased him in the village. The villagers looked at their running. Aswin ran away and entered the crowd in New York City, USA. He amazingly looked at the Statue of Liberty and everywhere. He looked at his dirty clothes and shamefully looked down. The beautiful cars were running on the roads. Lots of beautiful and tall buildings there. He thought, "Is it a dream or not? I have not been to America, but I'm in America now. How is this possible?" The dacoits were also confused while they were in the crowd of a popular New York City, United States of America. They saw the Statue of Liberty. They looked at each other and unanimously shouted, "No," but they chilled again and laughed at each other and unanimously said, "It's America. It's America. It's America." They went to the showroom and selected the new dresses. Aswin took out the jewelry from the bag and sold it. He also went to the showroom and selected a new dress. The dacoits saw Aswin and followed him again in the showroom without buying the dress. Aswin ran out from the showroom without buying his dress. He collided with his girlfriend Sakira. In the crowd, Aswin was very happy to see her. He amazingly asked, "You were getting sick and hospitalized today. How should you be here?" Sakira tried to say something but the dacoits came near him. Aswin was fighting with them. He beat them and ran away with his girlfriend, Sakira. The dacoits rose from the ground and followed him again. Aswin and Sakira entered a restaurant. Aswin bought delicious food and ate. Aswin looked at her neck. He didn't see her gold chain. He tried to take out the gold chain from the bag but Sakira went to the washroom. Aswin saw an older man was standing near him. He was Prithviraj. He had white long hair. He said, "I don't know who you are. Why did you come here?" Aswin looked at him amazingly and awesomely. But Sakira came out of the washroom. But Aswin didn't see the old man Prithviraj there. When they came out of the restaurant, Prithviraj came to them and tried to say something, but the dacoits took out guns and shot at them. Aswin quickly and tightly held the hand of Sakira and ran away again in the crowd. Suddenly Aswin ran, alone in Paris city at night without his girlfriend Sakira. He didn't see his girlfriend Sakira near him, and stopped running and searching for Sakira under the street lights in Paris. He saw the beautiful city of Paris at night. He remembered a photo of it on the social media Facebook app a year ago. Then he thought, it's a quick transition. How should it be possible? Without an airplane and train, how could I reach the beautiful city of Paris at night from the USA in a second? He ran back and met his girlfriend Sakira in the city of USA again that day. He thought, it's daylight. How is it possible? Sakira asked, what happened? What do you think? The dacoits shot the guns at him again. So Aswin ran with Sakira again in the south, but he was in Paris city at night without his girlfriend Sakira. He sadly shouted and cried. He shouted, Sakira, Sakira, where are you now? Sakira. And he cried and searched for Sakira under the street lights in Paris city. The dacoits also entered the Paris city and shot the guns at Aswin. So Aswin confusedly ran away in Paris at night. The crowd and vehicles were noisy despite the night. The dacoits also stopped running and looked around there in Paris city at night. They amazingly and happily laughed by saying, we're in Paris city in a second from the USA. Aswin was confused and fell down on the road in front of a car. Somebody stopped the car and asked, Sir, sir. The man took him to a hospital. The dacoits searched for Aswin in the streets. They were hungry, so they entered a hotel. But they gave money, but India's currency notes couldn't buy their food. So they picked up rotten foods from the dustbins and ate. Aswin opened his eyes and amazingly looked in the hospital. He asked, where am I? The doctor said, you're in a hospital in Paris. Don't worry, I will inject medicine. The doctor injected a medicine. He relaxed by closing his eyes. The car owner took his food and kept it near him. After a few minutes Aswin got up and looked at the man. The man talked with him. Aswin sat on the bed and ate his food. Aswin went to the washroom and thought, I don't have any visa passport. How should I stay with them? What is happening to me today? Suddenly quick transitions and quick changes of day and night. What if I was caught in America by the police for a visa passport? Oh, it's happening due to the photo camera of the garbage. He secretly came out of the hospital at night. The leader of dacoits said, we're in the photo camera. Another dacoit asked, how is this possible? A photo camera can't do it. It's a dream. They argued with each other. And they were confusedly silent and went away. Aswin entered Hong Kong city. He fainted to see the people in city there. Other Chinese people took him to the hospital. The dacoits and his gangsters chased him on foot. A was conscious, so he opened his eyes and talked with the doctor. He asked, where am I now, doctor? The doctor said, this is Hong Kong, China. Now you are in China. I asked, how I'm in China? It's not possible. The doctor said, some people took you to hospital. You may go back. I asked, where are they? The doctor said, I don't know. Go outside and search for your friends. Aswin came out of the hospital and met the dacoits. So Aswin ran away. The dacoits chased him again. Suddenly Aswin entered Sydney city at night. He met his friend Aryan on the footpath. Aryan took him to his rented house. Aswin was amazing to see Aryan. Aryan asked, When did you reach Sydney? Aswin was silent. Aryan said, I know you're tired. Go to bed. And Aryan closed his eyes. Aswin got up and looked at the calendar. When he saw the calendar, it was 2025. He had doubts that he was in time travel. He thought, it's not in 2026. He came near Aryan and woke him up. Aryan asked, what happened? Aswin asked, is that calendar true? We're in 2025, huh? Aryan said, yes, what happened to you? Aswin was silent and remembered, the old man Prithviraj and his many photos were uploaded in the social media. He thought, it's not time travel. We're in the camera that was found in the garbage. Prithviraj secretly entered the room. Aswin was shocked to see him there. Prithviraj gestured to him to be silent. He took Aswin outside and narrated about him. He said, it's a gift of science. But science doesn't compare to God. God created us on the earth. Aswin asked, where is your family here? Prithviraj said, my family is in my village. I was married to a woman after traveling to the USA, Paris, Hong Kong, and Sydney. And uploaded the photos of them. I thought, one day this machine would be a place of mesmerizing recreation for all people. I will click new photos of beautiful places and cities. But I have to check it. So I entered the live filming camera without saying to my family. I can't understand why they threw my live filming camera in the garbage. So I have to go back now. The dacoits reached there and shot the gun at Aswin. Aswin and Prithviraj ran away at night. The dacoits had no bullets, so they chased him quickly. Aswin and Prithviraj tired and stopped. Prithviraj took out a remote control of the live filming camera and tried to press it to come out of the camera. But the dacoits kicked on his back. The remote control fell down on the ground in the dark. The dacoits and Aswin fought each other. The dacoits severely beat Aswin and tried to take out the bag. Aswin also severely beat the dacoits. Prithviraj searched for remote control. After a while he found the remote control, but it was crushed by feats during fighting. Prithviraj loudly cried and shouted, no! Aswin and the dacoits stopped fighting and looked at him. Prithviraj looked at the broken remote control in his both hands and cried. Aswin also came to him and wept in his eyes. The dacoits also came to Prithviraj and asked,